Good morning, this is Spyglass Northwest. It's August 3rd, 2013, and today I'm hiking the Lost Creek to State Line Trail, Trail 502. It's a beautiful day, we've had some rain, it's cool, pretty wet. Should be really nice hiking conditions. I think the trail up to Lost Peak and back is about 25 miles, so it should be a fairly physically challenging day, and I'm really looking forward to hiking this trail. It goes through some really beautiful country, follows a ridge, not a lot of water along the route, and it pretty much ends at the Montana border. So I'm excited to get up there high, get some altitude, see some beautiful scenery, maybe see some game. So I'm going to start hiking. Up about 4 miles, you come across an intersection. Just continue on Trail 502. The other trail heads back down to Lost Creek, and actually can be taken as an alternate loop. Huckleberries. Lost Peak. That's my goal. Not sure which one it is. One of those. Probably that one. It looks a little higher. But man, it's a long ways away. Hope I've got time to get up there. It's about 11:30 right now. And I'd really prefer not to hike down this trail in the dark, but I'll do it if I have to. Especially if it means picking a bunch of these wonderful berries. Alright, now that I'm kind of down off the peak, out of the wind, I want to say a few words about the trail. Hopefully before it starts raining on me. I feel a few drops. Anyway, the trail's in really good shape. I'm talking about Trail 502 before you get to the forest road. It's in good shape. There was only one blowdown across the trail that I had to step over. That's really not bad. Seems to be really maintained well. Not a lot of brush blocking your path. There is one water source at about 7.5 miles. I'd forgotten about. Otherwise, you know, the trail, really a nice trail. I could recommend it to anybody. You want to have about a 10-mile hike and a 4,500 foot climb, this is for you. Like I said before, nothing really spectacular scenery wise. I love this area. Right in the heart of the Bitterroots. You look down into the Clark Fork Valley. There's a few lakes here and there. That's Bloom Peak right there. I think that might be called Bloom Lake. Just real beautiful. These ridge tops aren't bare because we're above the tree line by any stretch. We're not all that high. They're bare because the timber never grew back after the Great Burn of 1910. Scorched this country pretty good. And most of the ridges have recovered quite nicely. Not all of them. There's large expanses of bare mountains here, bearing lasting evidence of that massive fire. Alright, well I better head back to my vehicle. I think I'm going to take a route down Bobtail Creek. It'll make kind of a nice loop hike, probably about the same distance. But I'll see some new country. Anyway, Spyglass out. Alright, I'm gonna leave the Forest Service road now, the forest road, and take a right on the Trail 598. Bobtail Creek Trail. I'm on Bobtail Ridge. And looks like it climbs just a little bit and then it should descend down into the draw on the other side of this ridge. So there in the far distance is where I was. It's either Lost Peak or Bloom Peak. Not sure which one. It was right there close though. I've covered a fair distance. It's taken me about an hour and a half. So it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun's been out. Lord willing, I'll be to the Jeep before dark. Alright, a few last words about the trail. Looks like I was just over 22 miles, about 22 and a quarter miles. 505,342 feet elevation gain. An obvious loss also. There's a little bit of margin of error with the GPS there. Yeah. Average speed 2.1 miles an hour. I'm not a fast walker. I did stop a lot to eat huckleberries. I can't deny that. Anyway, I would definitely recommend Trail 502 for a really good hike. And if you're feeling really brave, hike back down 598. The steep descent into Bobtail Creek is brutal. Be aware of that. But once you get to the bottom, it's absolutely beautiful. Very nice dark forest, just lush moss, big cedars. Probably at some point some game. Anyway, I didn't see much for game. I saw one doe and quite a lot of wolf scat and some bear scat. So definitely enjoyable. I would recommend it. And that's Spyglass Northwest. Enjoy your journey.